In the middle of a brightly lit city street, a building glows with neon lights. Its entrance is quiet, discreet, almost secret. Couples walk in, but no one lingers. There is no lobby filled with conversation, no long check-in lines, no tourists pulling suitcases across the floor. Instead, people step inside quickly, choose a room from a glowing screen, and disappear behind a closed door. An hour later, someone else arrives. Across the country of Japan, thousands of these mysterious buildings exist. They stand in busy cities, quiet suburbs, near train stations, and along highways. They are called love hotels. Some look like castles. Some resemble spaceships. Others are decorated with glowing hearts or fantasy themes. To outsiders, the idea can feel strange. Why would a modern, wealthy country have entire hotels designed specifically for couples seeking privacy? Why do these places exist on nearly every corner in certain cities? And why are they used by millions of ordinary people every year? To understand the answer, we must travel deep into Japanese culture, into its crowded cities, its quiet traditions, and its unique ideas about privacy, relationships, and modern life. Because what appears unusual from the outside often reveals something deeply human on the inside. To understand why love hotels became so common, we must first understand the society where they grew. Japan is an island nation in East Asia, known for its blend of ancient traditions and cutting-edge technology. From the neon skyline of Tokyo to quiet mountain villages, the country balances modern speed with centuries-old cultural values. But one feature of Japanese life shapes everything. Space is limited. Japan is a mountainous country where most people live in narrow coastal plains. As a result, cities are extremely dense. Apartments are often small, especially in large urban areas. For many young adults, living with parents well into their 20s or even 30s is normal. Housing prices in major cities are high, and moving out early is not always practical. This creates an unusual situation. Adults may have jobs, relationships, and independence, but they often lack private space. Japanese homes also emphasize thin walls and close family living. Privacy inside the house can be limited, especially in traditional homes where rooms are separated by sliding paper doors. Cultural values play a role as well. Japanese society historically values discretion and social harmony. Personal matters, especially romantic ones, are usually kept quiet and respectful. Public displays of affection are often more restrained than in many Western countries, so while relationships are normal, openly expressing them in crowded homes or public spaces can feel uncomfortable. At the same time, Japan has long had a complex relationship with romance and intimacy. Throughout history, Japanese art, literature, and theater explored themes of love, longing, and secret relationships. During the Edo period, cities even developed special entertainment districts where romance and companionship were part of urban culture. In modern times, Japan became one of the world's most technologically advanced societies. But despite its modern image, certain social pressures remain strong. Long working hours, crowded living conditions, a culture that respects privacy and avoids embarrassment. When all of these forces combined, a unique solution slowly emerged. A type of hotel unlike any other in the world. A place where couples could spend time together without judgment, interruption, or awkward explanations. And that is how the love hotel quietly became part of everyday life in Japan. At first glance, a love hotel might look like any other hotel. But once you step closer, the differences become clear. Many love hotels are designed with privacy as the highest priority. Instead of a large public lobby, guests often enter through small, discreet entrances. Some buildings even have multiple doors so visitors can avoid being seen by others. Inside, the check-in process is fast and anonymous. In many hotels, couples don't even speak to a receptionist. Instead, they choose a room from a wall of illuminated panels showing pictures of available rooms. When one is selected, the light turns off, signaling that the room is taken. Payment is often made through automated machines. In some places, staff remain hidden behind frosted glass windows to protect the privacy of guests. Once inside the room, the atmosphere can be surprisingly elaborate. Unlike standard hotels, love hotel rooms are often themed and imaginative. One room might look like a medieval castle. Another might resemble a tropical beach. Some feature glowing lights, mirrors, or futuristic decorations. Others include karaoke machines, large bathtubs, massage chairs, or giant movie screens. The goal is not simply accommodation, it is experience and privacy. Another unusual feature is how these hotels charge for time. Instead of booking a full night, guests often choose between two options: a rest, which lasts 1 to 3 hours, or a stay, which lasts overnight. This flexible system makes the hotels practical for many situations. Young couples who still live with their parents can spend time together without disturbing family life. Married couples seeking a break from crowded homes may visit for a short escape. Travelers who missed the last train may even stay overnight. Because of this flexibility, love hotels serve many purposes, and despite the name, they are not limited to secret romance. Some married couples visit simply to enjoy a quiet evening away from home. Others celebrate anniversaries or special occasions. The themed rooms can even feel like miniature vacations inside the city. Over time, an entire industry formed around these hotels. Across Japan, thousands exist. Some are small roadside buildings. Others are massive complexes with dozens of rooms. Certain districts in large cities became famous for them. Neon signs advertise colorful room themes, while glowing arrows guide cars into private garages. In many locations, guests can even drive directly into a hidden parking space attached to their room. This design ensures maximum privacy, no awkward encounters, no long conversations, just a quiet place where couples can spend time together. For outsiders, the concept can feel unusual. Entire hotels dedicated to romantic privacy. But within Japanese society, they often function simply as a practical solution to everyday realities. Small homes, busy lives, a culture that values discretion, and for many people, these quiet buildings provide something rare in crowded cities, a private world behind a closed door. The origins of love hotels stretch further back than many people realize. Their roots can be traced to the Edo period, which lasted from 1603 to 1868. During this time, Japanese cities developed lively entertainment districts where people could escape daily life. In these districts, establishments known as tea houses offered private rooms where couples could spend time together. They were discreet and socially understood spaces within urban life. As Japan modernized during the late 19th and early 20th centuries, cities grew rapidly. Industrialization brought millions of people into crowded urban neighborhoods, but housing remained small. After World War II, Japan faced severe housing shortages. Families often lived together in extremely tight conditions. Privacy became even more difficult to find. During the 1950s and 1960s, a new type of establishment began appearing. They were called Tsurukomi Yado, which roughly means bring along inns. These places allowed couples to rent rooms for short periods without formal reservations. They were simple at first, basic rooms designed for temporary privacy. But as Japan's economy boomed in the 1970s and 1980s, these inns evolved into something more elaborate. Competition between businesses encouraged creativity. Owners began decorating rooms with themes, bright lights, and unique designs. Soon the modern love hotel was born, but cultural values also helped them thrive. Japanese society places strong emphasis on avoiding embarrassment and protecting personal dignity. Privacy is deeply respected, a system that allowed couples to spend time together without being judged or questioned. Fit perfectly within this cultural framework, another factor was Japan's demanding work culture. Many employees work long hours and commute significant distances every day. Personal time can feel limited. Love hotels offered short escapes from routine, a few quiet hours, a break from crowded trains and busy offices. There is also a cultural appreciation for novelty and experience. In Japan, themed cafes, capsule hotels, and unique entertainment venues are common. Love hotels simply became another creative expression of this culture. Their imaginative rooms reflect the same playful spirit found in many aspects of Japanese entertainment. Interestingly, these hotels also reflect a balance between modernity and tradition. While Japan is technologically advanced, its social etiquette still values subtlety and respect for other space. Love hotels allowed relationships to exist without disturbing family life or public comfort. What might seem unusual to outsiders was, in many ways, a very logical response to social pressures, limited living space, a desire for privacy, and a culture that prefers quiet solutions rather than open confrontation. In that environment, the love hotel became more than a curiosity. It became a normal part of urban life. In modern Japan, love hotels still exist, but they have changed. Government regulations introduced in the 1980s placed stricter rules on these establishments. Some were required to modify advertising and remove overly flashy exterior designs. The goal was to make neighborhoods feel more family-friendly while still allowing businesses to operate. Many hotels adapted by becoming more stylish and upscale. Today, some look like boutique hotels rather than mysterious neon buildings. Inside, rooms may include luxury bathtubs, mood lighting, large televisions, and high-quality furnishings. The industry has also expanded its customer base. Travelers sometimes choose Love hotels simply because the rooms are spacious and affordable. Some tourists even visit out of curiosity, wanting to experience a uniquely Japanese cultural phenomenon. However, Japanese society itself is changing. Younger generations are marrying later, and fewer people live with large extended families. Modern apartments, while still small, often provide more privacy than in the past. At the same time, attitudes toward relationships are evolving. Some younger couples prefer regular hotels or private apartments instead of traditional Love hotels. Because of this, the industry has gradually shifted toward broader services offering themed entertainment, luxury experiences, and even daytime relaxation packages. Despite these changes, the concept remains widely understood and accepted in Japan. What once began as a quiet solution to crowded living conditions has become a distinctive part of the country's urban culture. From the outside, the idea of thousands of Love hotels across Japan may seem surprising. Entire buildings designed for privacy, rooms rented by the hour, hidden entrances, and glowing neon signs. But when we look deeper, the story becomes something much more meaningful. These places did not appear randomly. They grew out of real human needs: privacy, respect, and a small escape from crowded lives. In a country where homes can be tiny and social harmony is deeply valued, Love hotels offered a quiet solution: no confrontation, no embarrassment, just a door that closes behind you. And in that simple idea, we see something universal. Every culture finds its own way to balance tradition, personal freedom, and community life. What feels unusual in one part of the world can feel completely normal in another. Love hotels are not just about romance. They are about space, privacy, and the creativity of a society adapting to modern life. And perhaps that is the real lesson hidden behind those neon lights. The world is full of customs that may seem strange at first glance, but when we take the time to understand them, we often discover something familiar beneath the surface. Because no matter where we live, whether in Tokyo, New York, or a quiet village, people everywhere are searching for the same things: connection, respect, and a small place in the world where they can simply be themselves.